Okay, welcome back. So this is your activity number 4. Okay, so sieve analysis of fine aggregates, or this is grading of fine aggregates. So our objective here is to determine the modulus of fineness of sand by mechanical sieving. Okay, so we have here your references again: ASTM C136-76 and then ASTM E11. So there is no corresponding reference for AH2, okay? So these are purely from ASTM. So essential equipment, so again, set of sieves, but this time, these small openings now since we are on fine aggregate. So number 4, number 8, up to number 10. Okay, so 2, 4, 6 together with the pan. Okay, and then sieve shaker, but if you do not have sieve shaker, you can do it manually again, but that will be within 10 minutes. Balance, okay, trowel, container, and then oven. But again, our sample is already dry, so we do not need to use the oven. So testing procedure, using a sample splitter or by quartering, reduce field sample of sand to an amount suitable for testing, say about 500 grams. But for us, since it is the balance cannot carry more than 4,000, so we will just approximate that, or let's say lower than 4,000. But again, if you are doing it really on a sample for representing an actual stockpile for your construction later on, then you really need to follow 5 kilograms and above. So dry sample to constant weight. So again, we do not need to do that. It's already dry, since that is the situation of our or that is the situation of our fine aggregates in our laboratory already. So assemble the sieves in the following manner. So again, from the largest opening up to the smallest, and of course your pan. So place the weight sand on the stack of sieves and perform mechanical sieving for 5 minutes. Again, it's up to you if you will weigh first the total aggregates, or later on you will just get the total of the individual sieve and then that will be your total. So again, that is what I did. I did not weigh the total fine aggregates. I just if I will need that one for my total weight of sample, I will just submit the individual retained. Okay, so weigh the material retained in each sieve. Okay, so again, place your weighed sand on the stock sieve and perform mechanical sieving for 5 minutes. 5 minutes again for manual, 10 minutes. So weigh that one. What will be the percentage rate or the weight retained in each of the sieve? Record that on the table below. And then compute the quantities called for. Okay, whatever that is. And actually, that is our main purpose here for your fineness modulus. Okay, so we will be computing that one. That is discussed in your lecture. Okay, so fill this out. Source, of course, you can just say on the laboratory, from the laboratory stockpile. Physical characteristic, describe that one, and then moisture condition, describe that one by means of observing the fine aggregate on the video. Okay, so again, I do not need to explain again this one. This is already explained on the previous activity, your course aggregate, and then of course your fineness modulus that is discussed on the lecture. Okay, so the computations there is for you to refer on the discussion. And then you are going to accomplish this report. Okay, so accomplish these 3 numbers for your report. So again, the video is to be presented after this. Okay, so that is where you will be gathering your data.
Okay, so we have here your set of sieves for the grading of fine aggregates. Okay, so that is arranged according to the one suggested in our standard or in our form. Okay, so we have here your number 4. So okay, that is number 4. Okay, number 4, number 8, 16, 30, 50, 100, and of course your pan. And we have here your sieve cover. Okay, we have here your sieve cover, your trowel, and your pan. And we have here your sample. Okay, this is the fine aggregate sample. Okay, and we have here of course your balance that we need in measuring the weight retained in each of the sieve. So we already placed again the set of the sieves for your fine aggregate grading on the shaker. This is your mechanical shaker, but in case you do not have mechanical shaker, you can do manual shaking. But again, for mechanical shaker, you can do it at least 5 minutes, but for manual, you can do it longer, at least 10 minutes. Okay, at least 10 minutes. But if, of course, if you are doing it manually, you need to add the aggregate, not as a whole, but part by part. So if you are doing it by manual shaking, and you will not shake it as a whole set of sieves, you might be shaking it as by twos or by threes as you go down to the pan. Okay, so our sample is already there on the set of the sieve. So again, we need to put this cover so that that will not be thrown away. Okay, so we are good to go. Again, this will be at least 5 minutes since we are using mechanical shaker. Okay, okay, so that is already 5 minutes. So now what we are going to do next is the same as the coarse aggregate. We are going to measure how much weight of that fine aggregate is retained in each of the sieve. Okay, so these are the amount of fine aggregates retained in each of the sieve. So this is for number 4, number 8, number 16, number 30, number what's this, 50, no wait, yes, 30, 50, and then this is your number 100. Okay, 100, and we have there on the pan, so that what you can find on the pan is a dust, that is a soil. So this is the one discussed in your lecture, which are unwanted part of our fine aggregates. But of course, we cannot get rid of that in the actual unless you will wash your sample, or you will wash your pile of fine aggregate thoroughly. Okay, but still you cannot get rid of this 100%, but at least that should be negligible. So if you can see, look at this, the amount is negligible to the compared to the total amount of these fine aggregates. So we are good with that. Okay, so now our next step is to weight each of these retained fine aggregates in each of the sieve. So that is the weight retained in our case, so 19.54, or you can say that's 20 or 19.5. And this is the weight retained in our sieve number 16. Okay, sieve number 16, 465.15, or you can say 465 grams. Okay, so that is the weight retained in sieve number 30. Sieve number 30, that is 565.03 or 565 grams. And that is the weight retained for sieve number 50. Okay, sieve number 50, it is 420.47, or you can say 420.5, or you can say 420 grams. So that is the weight retained in sieve number 100. So it is now becoming lesser and lesser and lesser. So that is 43.79, or you can say 44. Okay, 44 grams.